A Very Tanner Christmas is the 12th episode of the 6th season of Full House. This is directed by Zwick, and as always there will be spoilers from now as I go through the episode and share some thoughts. And this is, of course, the Christmas episode, and I don't have too many thoughts. That doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it, I just don't have a tremendous amount to say. There are several parts to the narrative, but it starts off establishing the Christmas theme as Jessie is hanging up stockings and Michelle has a giant stocking for herself. It's a nice, adorable way to start things off. And then we have part of the narrative focusing a little bit on Danny. We also have DJ and Steve, and also Becky, and we also have Jessie and Stephanie and Michelle. So pretty much everybody gets their own part of the narrative. Not so much with Joey, but Joey does have a fun role to play at one point. Steve has got accepted into college. DJ is obviously really, really happy for him. And then she finds out that it's a college in Florida. And Steve hasn't really realised that it'll mean going away from DJ and being separated from her, but DJ realised pretty much immediately. So she decided to buy him a pretty expensive Christmas gift that was above their agreed upon budget, and Steve got her a Florida sweatshirt, which again kind of shows that he's not really fully seeing DJ's side. Not that she's communicated this with him at all, and DJ realises that she was trying to bribe him to stay by giving him an expensive gift and basically paying for his love and paying for him to stay. And they end up having to realise that this is not the right approach. So I think it's definitely a difficult situation, but DJ has to realise that this is a great opportunity for Steve, and that's what's most important. So it's a decent part of the narrative. We then focus on Danny, and Danny is missing Vicky, wishing he was there with her for Christmas or vice versa. And then Santa Claus arrives, and Santa Claus is Vicky, which I thought was really good fun. And then we have another Santa, and this is Joey, and he does some Looney Tunes impressions, so definitely an interesting take on Santa. And then we also have a third Santa. Steve's dressed as Santa, and Steve dressed as Santa because he wanted to talk to DJ and figured it's the only way that he could talk with her, which is not true. I feel like if he just tried to communicate with her properly, he would have been able to talk with her, but nevertheless, dressing up as Santa was a fun way to do it. And then we come to Jessie, and Jessie has a big heart, but definitely in this episode, because Stephanie and Michelle are talking about their Christmas lists and things they've asked Santa Claus for, and it's definitely a very materialistic list. And Jessie tells them that he has the perfect gift idea for them, and we get a little bit of suspense. I'd say we don't find out until probably the final third of the episode, I think, and the gift is actually a visit to a homeless shelter. And they go down there and they volunteer and they put up decorations, and Michelle and Stephanie are really thankful for that gift because it gave them this eye-opening experience and they got to help people, which made them feel good. And I feel like that was a great gift, a really great gift from Uncle Jesse, and I think it's a gift everybody should experience at some point. So definitely very thoughtful, and I really like the fact that Michelle and Stephanie could really appreciate that gift, and they could see what Jessie was trying to show them, that there are more important things than just material presents. So that was quite nice. And we're near the end of the episode now. It's a very chaotic episode. We are jumping around between characters quite a lot, and it definitely has this kind of busy holiday atmosphere where everybody's getting together, everybody's running around doing their own things. It works really well, and we have Christmas everywhere. Decorations, costumes, the multiple Santa Clauses, really strong Christmas vibes. And at the end of the episode, Jessie gives Becky her final Christmas gift, and that is snow out in the yard, because she was a little upset she wasn't getting to have a white Christmas. So he'd made sure there was snow outside and a snowman, and it was rather adorable. So all things considered, I'd say this is a pretty brilliant Christmas episode. It's probably not my favourite. I think my favourite Christmas episode has to be the one in the airport. I just think it's so, so beautiful. But they're all great, and needless to say, I think A Very Tanner Christmas is a brilliant episode. Personal highlights would have to be, well, the costumes. The costumes look amazing. And I guess the message for Steve and DJ, that there are two sides to this, that Steve's getting this great opportunity, but he also needs to be aware of how it's affecting DJ. And then, of course, Michelle and Stephanie's Christmas gift from Jessie. All things considered, A Very Tanner Christmas is definitely a really great episode of Full House, and I'm sure it's one that I will always really thoroughly enjoy.